your recap in association with astounding.com.
Hi Darren, lovely to meet up with you on the range again at the weekend and do some further work on your swing. Really today's session was all about keeping your club coming from the inside whilst using driver. We were tending to get the club to work across the ball a little bit too much, and looking at ways to improve that and the overall launch of the driver. We were launching a little bit too low and it was curving to the right a little bit too much. Take a little look at the start of your session. We've got a ball position that's a little bit too far back in the stance. We'd want the ball more opposite the inside of the left heel. As a result, there's not a great deal of tilt in the spine at setup. And all in all, the hips are pretty much stacked over either side of the stance. So very similar setup to what you would use for an iron. Now remember what we discussed with an iron, we're going to hit down on it, so we're going to try and hit it with negative loft. We've got a lot of loft on the club face. We can afford to take a little bit of loft off the ball, off the club should I say. With a driver we've got a straighter face club, and as a result we want to hit it with positive loft. So we want to hit a driver slightly on the upswing, rather than doing what we see here on the top left, which is what a lot of players do, making the iron swing and then dropping back through impact, trying to go looking for that upward hit and adding loft during the downswing. What we're going to try and do is produce a slightly different setup position. What we see here with Grant Waite are hips that are moved a little bit more towards the target. That in turn has given him a little bit more tilt here or side bend in the spine, and means that in the downswing, take him to the top, he can move everything forward. He still has the desired tilt in the spine coming into the golf ball. You can see there plenty of spine tilt or side bend to give him the launch that he needs and get a nice angle of ascent with his golf club out of the downswing without dropping back with the head. So no backward movement with the head coming through. As the weight moves back, the swing path moves to the left and you're going to still slice the golf ball. So what we see here on the bottom left is you with your hips moved a couple of inches towards the target and the ball moved a couple of inches forward in the stance. So you've got the ball forward and the hips forward, and we've just had the cane to the right side of your head to give you that feeling of stability on the way through. You can see now as you swing down, there's no need to back up, or less of a need to back up, and we've got much more side bend or secondary axis tilt here than we had at this point during the swing with your previous setup. So ball a little bit more forward, hips a little bit more forward. You can see there in the through swing starting to extend more nicely and getting the weight through much more onto that lead leg. Far better golf swing. Guy on the bottom left is hitting out at the golf ball. Guy on the top left has just slid across the golf ball to the left, and our friend on the top right hitting out at the golf ball also. Really good session, good luck with it, and I look forward to working with you again in a few months' time. Well done.